morning. I got to tell you, I really don't like being up here very well. But God's gave me a really big blessing, and I'd like to share it with you. And honestly, it's a little bit self-serving, because in my heart, I believe when God gives me a blessing, it's not just for me, but it's for everyone. And I think He's more likely to give me another one tomorrow if I share the one that He already gave me. And I guess I want to apologize if I'm a little emotional, because it's really hard to feel God on you and not have a change there. So Matt was talking about all the things we've endured in 2020. And I'm going to share some of the things I've endured, not for a pity party for Lane, but I just like to have you have a background where I'm at. So I bought a new boat, big boat, in anticipation of charter season this year. And the thing that's been on my mind the most since the first of the year has been getting this boat ready to go. And I've got a big learning curve, all that for this year. I've not been able to do that. A lot of it was COVID-19, and a lot of it was a couple injuries that I had. So anyway, I've been trying to get this boat ready. I couldn't get it ready. I had to take it to a boat mechanic to work on it. Can't get it in for a long period of time. What happens is the boat will start and it'll run, but as soon as it warms up, you can't restart it. It's running really rich. So they can't figure it out. They've had it for 6 weeks. I've had 3 different appointments in with them, $1,000 in bills, and my boat's still not running. That's as of last week. And here's the thing, I had to suffer a couple of injuries. The first one wasn't really very romantic. I was taking a kid off my back in a backpack, set it down, and I tore a muscle in my back. But it hurt bad. It hurt to where I couldn't hardly stand the ride home. Went and seen my doctor. My doctor said I have a torn muscle and you need to go see a orthopedic specialist. So I went and saw Dr. Ed that attends our church. And he says it is indeed torn, and it's not a surgical thing. You have to just let it heal. And at that time, I asked for help from my church on the internet praying. I had a lot of people here praying for me. He told me it'd probably take 6 weeks to heal. And for some reason, I don't know the reason, but this torn muscle was hooked up to something in my neck. I couldn't lift my head. If I dipped it back, the muscle hurt, everything hurt. But the good news is I had a lot of prayer, and in less than 2 weeks, I felt good. I felt good enough to go back to work. And I went back to work, and I worked one day, and I got busted up in the woods. I got hit with a tree limb. It gave me concussion, gave me bleed in my brain, tore my nostril off, broke 4 ribs. So now here I am a month ago with my boat. That's the biggest thing in my mind. I can't even work. I can't do anything because I got all this busted up body. And I've been going through this for a month. But honestly, you all prayed for me, and my ribs healed faster than they should have. For no reason at all, just as my ribs got healed, this thing in my back crops up again. And I had to endure pain I haven't had pain like that in a long time. Honestly, I'm probably not the toughest guy here with pain, but I think I do okay. Through my whole rib deal, I took 3 pain pills. While this shoulder cropped up, everything hurt. I can't move my arm. I can't find a way to sleep at night. I probably took 20 pain pills in a week for my shoulder. It hurt that bad. Two nights in a row I couldn't sleep because there's no place my arm could be that it didn't hurt enough to let me go to sleep. So the second night, it would have been back up to Wednesday. Wednesday I towed my boat home because I got to get it fixed. I should have never been driving because I was in excruciating pain towing a 9,000-pound boat, but I had friends that said they would help me work on it. So Thursday, I don't care how bad it hurts, I'm going to go work on the boat with my friends. So I towed the boat home on Wednesday. Thursday night, I went to bed about 10:30, and I was back up by midnight. it hurt so bad I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do nothing, so I go out in my garage, and sometimes I can tinker around out there and get things moving a little bit, and it doesn't hurt quite as bad. And I looked over in my garage, and there's my praying chair. So, you know what? My prayer life has been a little lacking. I don't know why. I've been home. But I got down before God, and I prayed, God, I can't do it. Everything's bad. Everything's bad. I just need you. I felt like King David, honestly. So, 2 o'clock in the morning, I was back in the house watching TV, and my pain subsided enough I could fall asleep. 7 o'clock, I got up. My pain subsided enough that it wasn't unbearable. By noon, I had no pain, absolutely no pain from that time until this minute. Same day, I got to go work on my boat, and my friends come out, and we've exhausted like everything that it could be, down to a $1,000 computer on the engine. And my friend Tom calls me. He's been working on talking to his friends about my boat. He says, I got something you need to try. My friend says it might be this coolant sensor that tells the computer how rich your gas. So I went and got that thing, and I put it in. It was $20, and my boat runs like a charm. I had 2 things fixed in 24 hours, and there is no doubt that came from God. That was not just some random thing. And here's the third thing. My friend Tom and I, he was my mate last year, and our relationship got a little strained last year. It wasn't good. It wasn't horrible. We talked, but it was him that was the one that called me with the fix. So I had a relationship healed as well in 24 hours, just because I got down on my knees and I just had a heart-to-heart that I haven't been having. So I do apologize. It just makes me a little emotional. I hope you get a blessing that'll make you feel emotional too.